What's up guys, it's Jen, welcome back to another video. But before we get started, I just wanted to say a few of you have been asking very kindly how you can support the channel. So as a result, I've decided to set up a Patreon account. The link's going to be in the description below. You basically donate a couple of dollars a month to help support the channel, and you get access in return to exclusive content and things that you don't see here on YouTube. So it's kind of like a backstage pass and a more direct way to contact me. So if you've got any questions, or you know anyone who wants to get into the trucking industry, move to Canada to join the trucking industry, then please share this video with them, like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. And before any ados are indeed furthered, let's get into the video. When I turned 30, I decided to completely change my life. I quit my job, left everything behind, and moved by myself from England to Canada. Follow along with me as I embark on a new career as a truck driver and build a new life, whilst trying to navigate through the highs and the lows of emigrating to a new country alone. My name is Jen, and welcome to my channel. Hey everybody, it's me again. It's now Friday and today is my very first day out on the road in a real Canadian truck. I am so excited. I'm a bit nervous because it is manual transmission, but I'm hoping that everything will kind of fall into place. I'm hoping that all of the positioning and cornering stuff comes back to me, although these trucks are a lot bigger than the ones in Europe. Super excited. I feel the part. I've got my high vis on, I've got my ID badge, my hat, I've got my sun cream on because today is hot. Yeah, I've made a little smoothie with some fruit in. I've had some spinach pasta, which is nicer than it sounds, can I just say. But I'm trying to eat healthily because since working at Timmy's, like, I put so much weight on eating donuts every day. So yeah, trying to kind of counteract that. So let's see how that goes. And yeah, I cannot wait to get out on the road. But yeah, let's go and drive a truck and see how the first day goes. Wish me luck, guys. Holy cow, it is so hot outside. Oh my god, I'm glad I've got my smoothie. But yeah, it's absolutely roasting. Today is not a day to be wearing cargo pants, but unfortunately I have to go away. It's like a fly buzzing around my eye. Anyway, my Uber's nearly here, so let's go to driving school. Very first driving out on the road in manual, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling pretty overwhelmed right now. It's a lot harder than I thought it would be. Mostly finding the gears that you need to be in when you brake rapidly, from being, say, in 8th gear and then having to decide whether to go down. And obviously it's a 10-speed gear transmission, so it has a switch. When you're in 5th, you flick the switch up and go to 6th. And speak of the devil. And it's just really confusing to like not get the wrong gear and like not to crunch the gears and stuff. When you're downshifting, you need to put the revs on and to get like enough RPM and stuff, and it's just a lot. I'm feeling kind of overwhelmed, but it's my very first lesson and I have like 3 weeks, so I know I'm gonna get it. I just need to be patient with myself. So yeah, we're gonna go back to it and we're gonna keep trying. Here we go, let's get back to it. Today I am going to a doctor's appointment. It's a follow-up from when I was in hospital about 3 weeks ago. I had cellulitis really bad in my left leg and sepsis, and it got really nasty, and I was in for 6 days on IV antibiotic. Unfortunately, that's not the first time that's happened to me. So I have a medical problem called lymphedema, which means that both of my legs are just chronically swollen. I have to wear compression tights every single day to sort of keep the swelling down. There's lots of things I have to do to manage the swelling, elevate my legs at night, and all of this fun stuff. It's really great, it really is. Yeah, I've dealt with that most of my adult life. They don't know why I have it. No one in my family has it. I'm just the lucky one, I suppose. And the upshot of it is that when you have lymphedema, you tend to have a compromised immune system because all of the proteins and antibodies that you need to fight infection are in your lymphatic fluid that is stuck in your legs thanks to gravity. I'm at higher risk of getting infections, and a very common one that people with lymphedema get is something called cellulitis. It's a very nasty infection. It makes your skin swell up even worse. It goes red, hot to the touch, and then after a while, after maybe 2 hours for me specifically, I start developing fever symptoms, so body aches, high temperature, shaking, convulsing, feeling faint, and it's really painful. And then at that point you need to worry because it's sort of starting to turn septic, and sepsis is otherwise known as blood poisoning, and it can get really dangerous. So it means that your body can't carry enough oxygen around to its vital organs. You can start to get organ failure, skin necrosis, all of this stuff. So it's really dangerous, and if left untreated for an extended period of time can actually cause death. So it's really scary, and it's very important that you act on it quickly. In England, I had a good connection with the hospitals because I'd gotten sick so many times. I think I've had cellulitis about 45 to possibly 50 times, where I've had to go to hospital, and it's turned into sepsis about 4 or 5 times. I get in very quickly to the hospitals in England because I have a little marker against my name. However, coming here, they didn't know any of my medical history, and I started getting sick when I was at work one day. I started feeling really ill, but I was admitted to hospital for 6 days, and anyway, I'm back for a follow-up appointment because the good thing about Canadian hospitals is the doctor care is phenomenal. So basically I'm going back today to visit my doctor to see if we can go on some preventative medication, i.e. immunoglobulin infusions to raise my immunity. I'm gonna head there today and see what she says, but it's absolutely chucking it down, so I'm going to need my coat on. It's kind of grey and rainy, but it's kind of reminding me of home a little bit, and we don't get these days very often, so it's kind of like a bit nostalgic. All right guys, let's head to the doctors and see what they say. Probably should have just waited for my lift inside. Okay guys, so I just got off my bus, so I grabbed myself a smoothie bowl. I'm stood at this lovely bus stop, so that's my breakfast sorted, trying to keep it nice and healthy, keep my immunity up until October when I can get my immunoglobulin infusions, hopefully. And the bus is here, so I'm gonna see you guys back at home. So yeah, I'm gonna eat this gorgeous smoothie bowl and get trucking. So yeah, I've got about an hour before I have to leave. So yeah, I'm gonna eat this and see how I get on with my 3rd day truck driving. So yeah, I've been struggling a little bit with the shifting, not gonna lie. It's not as easy as I thought it would be. My instructor told me that it takes about 4 days to get used to the shifting properly. And I'm on day 2, so hopefully day 3 today should be even easier, and then tomorrow should be even easier than that. So yeah, we'll get there. We will get there, and I will give you a lowdown on how it went today, but yeah, I'll give you an update a bit later. Okay guys, so it's a little while later. I've been driving for a little bit on my driving lesson, and I cannot tell you how different today feels as opposed to yesterday. Like, I really do feel so much more progress. I feel like I'm shifting so much better, doing more advanced stuff like off tracking and cornering and stuff. Just feels like a completely different situation compared to yesterday, so I'm really happy. We're just on a break and I'm gonna go back soon, so I'm going to go to McDonald's and use the washroom. All right, see you in a bit guys. Okay you guys, so it's the end of my 4th truck driving lesson in the actual truck on the road. It went really well. My shifting was even better than it was the day before. I was doing my positioning pretty well and everything, but in case you're wondering what I am holding, this is my makeshift shifter. So my trainer very kindly made this for me so that I can practice shifting at home, just to get even more perfect with the gear placement and everything, and just so it becomes a bit more second nature. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I can't wait to see my improvements after being able to practice on this simulator. But I didn't want to get the bus home with this, I wasn't feeling quite brave enough, so I'm getting an Uber, and I'm just waiting for my taxi now because I didn't want to carry a plunger nailed to a wooden board home because it looks a little bit sus, I think. But yeah, really good day today. We did highway for the first time, so I've actually gone out on the highway, and my trainer said I did really well, so yeah, I'm feeling good. Time to go home though because I'm tired. Okay, so this is the shifter that I have at the moment. So it's literally a piece of wood with a toilet plunger screwed in. This is going to act as obviously like the gear shifter, and then this is going to be the switch for the gears. So obviously on a 10-speed truck you've got high gears and low gears, so it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, switch up 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is the little switcheroo right here. I have some car wash sponges and some cardboard that I'm going to use as the pedals. So so the sponge is going to give a bit of resistance to the pedals. And then my trainer recommend that I use a soda bottle half filled with water to sort of act as the clutch and to give a bit of resistance there. I'm going to Dollarama to get some duct tape to finish my shifter and maybe some super glue, but we're going to see. We'll see what happens. I also love that Canadian McDonald's all have the maple leaf on their logo. I think that's really cute. So I'm guessing that duct tape is going to be somewhere in this aisle. Oh, super glue. Do I use super glue? Let's see. I think this is probably what we need. So I think I'm going to go for the 2 smaller rolls. Oh no, that's electrical tape, never mind. What's the difference? Why is one silver? Okay, I'm just going to get the silver one. Okay guys, so I am home from my 9th lesson of truck driving in Canada, and oh my god, today was incredible. Like, I made so much progress, my shifting's getting better, everything's feeling easier, both positioning, my turns are getting better. Like, the problem with shifting in a manual truck is that all of your concentration in the early days goes on shifting, and you have to concentrate so intently on getting your gears and the speed and the RPM and all of this, and knowing how to upshift, downshift, stop, all of this stuff, gear recovery even. Like, so much of the gear shifting takes up like 80% of your concentration. You know, like the positioning when you're making a turn, for example, suffers because your concentration is on the gearbox and everything. You know, so once the shifting starts to feel a bit more second nature, you can then improve in other areas. You know, you need to look for pedestrians, positioning, road signs, other road users, speed, lane changes, turns, all of this stuff. Any maneuvers you can give your full attention to when you don't have to concentrate on shifting as much. So that's starting to feel a bit easier now. The shifting's getting a little bit easier as the days go on. And today we were doing like what's called button hook turns. So basically when you need to turn right, there's 2 lanes. You start off in the right lane. Right before the turn, you put the cab into the left lane, put your right signal on, and you kind of come round in the shape of like a teacup handle to make a tight right turn. And they're pretty tricky because you can't obstruct traffic. Like, the actual maneuver itself isn't difficult, but you can't obstruct traffic in the left lane. So we practiced that. I did really well with that. My turns are getting better. We were doing tighter and tighter turns, and I just feel really good. So I'm home now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on building my shifter. Please forgive the state of my room, by the way. It's a mess because I'm still living in the Airbnb. I have no storage anywhere, so everything's like my trash and recycling's all in boxes, and I'm using the floor as a bit of a wardrobe at the moment. So yeah, just don't judge me, please. I'm still in my early days of immigration, so just bear with me. But yeah, so we have our shifter that my trainer very kindly built for me, just in his own time, just because it's going to help me. Yeah, we're going to work on updating my shifter. So we have the plank of wood, we have the toilet plunger. This is going to act as the actual shifter. Then we have the switch, so it goes first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear, switch up, 6th gear, 7th gear, 8th gear, 9th gear, 10th gear, back down, going from 6, switch down, 5th. There. So that's what I'm going to practice. This is my clutch. I'm going to fill this halfway with water. I'm going to tape it down to some cardboard, and this is going to be my clutch. It's going to have a bit of give in it, but like I said, I need to fill it up first. These are going to be my pedals. So we have accelerator pedal, brake pedal, and I've got a couple of pieces of cardboard that I'm going to use as the actual like pedal part. So I'm going to go ahead and assemble the shifter and do some shifting. Ah, that's better. My super glue. I'm going to take this part and super glue here like this. And we're going to take this part. Then what I'm going to do with the pedals, I'm going to use the duct tape because I think it's going to reinforce the pedals a little bit if I use this instead of the super glue. Okay guys, so we have our first pedal. These have dried beautifully. So the idea is that we're going to attach it like this. You get the idea. Okay, so at least it sits at the right starting angle. It's not perfect by any means. That's better. There's one of our pedals. Oh my god, I'm doing such a rough job. I just got a crease in the duct tape. That's going to annoy the heck out of me. This is looking rough as all hell, but if it's going to help me learn, then it doesn't matter. We have pedal number 2. It's slightly different in size than pedal number 1, but I think that's probably going to help me to differentiate between the two. Okay, so one thing I do want to do on the shifter is I would like to actually like paint on properly these bits, because it's kind of bothering me that it's like not a nice colour. So I might go to Dollarama and see if I can like spray the whole thing like silver or something. The idea is that someone else can use this after I'm done with it. I want to be able to give it to future students once I pass so that they can learn from it too. So the idea is that I'm going to glue these pedals to like one piece of cardboard so that you can then move around the piece of cardboard with this so that it's all in one place. And obviously the shifter would be on that side, the clutch would then be here. Perfect. Okay guys, so I'm gonna go back to the dollar store and get some more glue. So I'm in Dollarama looking for more glue, which I found. And I found this huge frisbee thing, which is almost the same size as the truck steering wheel. So I'm gonna get this as well to use as like a makeshift simulator steering wheel. And I'm so excited, so let's go and make this thing. Okay, so now I'm just looking for some black spray paint, which I'm assuming would be in this section because it is like the paint section, but I don't see any spray paint, so I don't think we're going to find any here. There is an arts and crafts section, so let's head there. Put a little bit of acrylic paint on. Let's see. Oh, hey, this is looking pretty good. I am surprised at how much coverage this paint is giving. Like, I've literally just put one blob down and it's painting all of this surface. So right here we have our soda bottle half filled up with water. The reason being is because, oh, excuse the paint. The reason being is because when you press the clutch to double shift, you only want to have just a little bit of clutch. Like, you can't press your clutch too deep, so this is to help get used to just pressing a little bit and not too much with the clutch. So yeah, just ignore my paint. So I'm going to strap this here, and then the two pedals are going to go here. So yeah, it's going to be something a little bit like this. Okay, so we have our pedals, so we have our clutch, our brake, our accelerator, our shifter is drying. Now I just have to let it finish drying and then we can test it out. Okay guys, so here's our finished shifter. We have the stick with the switch, gas pedal, brake pedal, clutch. We are driving along. We're gonna do switch down, so low gears. Clutch first, clutch, clutch, second, clutch, clutch, third, clutch, clutch, 4, clutch, clutch, 5th. Switch up. My clutch is running away from me, hang on. Clutch, 7, clutch, clutch, 8, clutch, clutch, 9, clutch, clutch, 10. That's a rough example of how this works. So to downshift, we do 10, brake a little bit, and we do clutch, gas, clutch. 9 to 8, we do clutch, gas, clutch. 8 to 7, clutch, gas, clutch. Oh, come back. 7 to 6 is clutch, gas, clutch. Into 6, 5, switch down. 6 to 5 is braking, clutch, gas, clutch. 4, braking, clutch, gas, clutch. Okay, and my accelerator pedal has broken. Oh, both of them have broken, but you get the idea. So yeah, that's the general theory on how the shifter works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, switch up. 6, 7, 8, 9. So after all that shifting at the weekend, we headed to our local brewing company. It really did me the world of good to switch off, not think about work or truck driving for 5 minutes. So we're at the pub, essentially, and they're playing Christmas songs.
The Christmas tree.
Are we missing something? I don't know. And we've polished off a flight of beers. We're doing well. It's not very nice. Oh my god, smile! Okay everybody, happy Monday. So I have my truck driving test 1 week today. Do I feel ready? Not particularly, but I'm gonna give it my best shot anyway. I'm just on my way to truck driving school. I've been working all weekend at Tim's and it's my first day back, so I might be a little bit rusty, but that's okay. And the exciting thing is, one of my friends at truck driving school has a car that I'm potentially gonna buy, and I was on the phone today sorting out insurance, because obviously if I go and pick it up I need to have insurance, and I found a quote for $340 a month, which as a new driver to Canada isn't too bad. Even though I've been driving for 14 years back home, I'm classed as a new driver here, which is annoying. But I was getting quotes for like $400 or $500 a month, so to get one for $340 isn't too bad. And then after truck driving school, I'm hopefully going to go and check out the car and see what's going on with it. I've not actually seen it yet. Hopefully, like, maybe I can have a little run around vehicle. It's just a little old car. It's probably not going to last an incredibly long time, but I just need something to help me get out and about, so we'll see what happens later. All right everybody, good morning. So my road test is less than a week away. It's actually on Monday and it's now Tuesday, so yeah, just doing some last minute preparations. I've got lots of inspections to do in terms of like remembering everything, doing all my air brake checks again, coupling and uncoupling, things like that. So I'm trying to revise a lot when I get home. But the big problem is though that I'm just feeling really burnt out at the minute. Like, I'm doing truck driving school every day, trying to study at home, do cleaning, cooking, all that fun stuff, food shopping, and also I'm not really working too much at the minute. So like, I've not really done many hours at Timmy's, so I'm taking a bit of a hit financially. The guy whose Airbnb I'm staying in is paying me to clean the Airbnb upstairs. So when I get home tonight, the people that were living in the Airbnb who have just moved out, I have to clean the whole house, which is good because he pays me like a decent rate, but it just means that even when I get home I'm not going to be able to study or rest, and it usually takes me about 4 hours to finish the clean. So yeah, I'm just feeling pretty tired at the moment, honestly. Sorry about my hair, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, my body's just aching like mad. When you're doing backing all day, it's like constantly jumping in and out of the truck, and you have to turn the wheel really quickly, and it's like a proper arm workout, and my shoulder blades are just murdering today, and I'm just feeling really like fatigued and just not too great. So yeah, I just wish that my muscle, like even holding the phone up to record is like, ow. Oh, thank God my HelloFresh is still here. Oh, this is exciting. So we have Mexican style black bean stew, we have creamy squash ravioli, and Mexican style salmon with rice. Okay, got some free oats. So we're gonna go ahead and put this all in the fridge. Okay, so I'm currently just cooking off some mushrooms, and it's really good because they give you all the pre-portioned ingredients, like, so you don't have to get it all like white cooking wine, vegetable broth, tortellini. So we'll see how this turns out. Okay guys, this is our finished result. It is butternut squash ravioli. So yeah, it's got like spinach, mushrooms, a little bit of parmesan. So we're gonna try it. Good morning everybody, hi. So today is my final day of truck driver training before my test. Technically tomorrow I do have a full day of backing in a place called Burlington, which is like another campus that my truck driving school has where we learn backing maneuvers and stuff. But today's my last official day with my trainer George, and I'm really sad because he's become like my truck dad. Like honestly, always has my back. He's always patient, calm, explains things, makes sure that I'm doing things to the best of my ability. He picks me up when I'm feeling down on myself or thinking I'm doing a bad job, and he's just really supportive and encouraging. And I think he's gotten me to the point, like the best possible point I can be at before I do my test on Monday. So it's in what, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like 3 or 4 days. So I'm just a bit like, oh, especially after the experience I had last time. I learned from my mistakes, and I learned that nerves do not help. Worrying about whether you pass or not is more detrimental than just trying to be like, I'm unattached to the outcome. If I pass, I pass. If I don't, I don't. I'll try again. No big deal. Like, that's when I passed, when I started to adopt that mindset. So what I am going to do though, because I'm very grateful to George, I'm going to run out to Dollarama and pick up a thank you card for him. Yeah, today is my last day of truck driver training before my test. Also doing a little bit of last minute swatting on gear recovery. So what to do if you're in a gear and you're downshifting and you miss a gear. This guy is super helpful. I'll link his YouTube in the description. He is really helpful at like teaching how to recover lost gears. Shifting in a manual truck in North America is most definitely a fine art though, and I can 100% see why truck drivers get paid so much. Okay, heading out to Dollarama now. It's only across the road, but oh my gosh. So last night, for those of you who don't know, I'm living in an Airbnb, but I'm in the basement of a house with 2 other people. The actual upstairs, the house, the main house area is also an Airbnb, a separate one. And there's a family that moved in last night, and my God, they would not stop making noise till like midnight, banging around. There was a kid like screaming and playing, and I just couldn't get any rest. And then they're up at the Cracker Sparrows at 6 in the morning. So I'm not sure how long they're going to stay here for, but I'm really hoping that they leave by Sunday night because I really want to get a good night's sleep. Come to think of it, I actually need to get some earplugs, ideally silicone, and let's see if I can stick to my shopping list and not buy a bunch of random crap that I don't need. All right, we're almost at Dollarama now. Oh, I want one. Okay, I don't need one. And by the way, guys, let me introduce you to my trainer, George. So that's it, guys. That is my last practical lesson done before my test on Monday. I have like a backing clinic tomorrow at Burlington, but that's not in a manual truck, it's in an automatic, and I'm sharing the space with like 10 other people, so it's not really going to be like an intensive thing. It's just going to be like refining my skills with backing. But that's my last lesson with my instructor. He's been absolutely amazing. Shout out to George, like, you've looked after me really well, like took me under your wing, been patient with me, taught me everything I need to know, and made sure that I can be the best, safest driver that I can be. Now we've just got to see what happens on Monday. Hopefully I can do this first time, but if I don't, then I guess the positive is that I'm not done with school, because I love everybody there. All the instructors are wonderful. I get along with everybody. We're like a family, and I'm not quite ready to leave. Obviously I want to get the license, but like I'm kind of sad to be leaving these guys, so we'll see what happens. Either way, it's a positive. Yeah, it was an intense drive today. George really put me through my paces. We did a lot of tight turns. I mounted the curb once because we were making a really tight turn and there was a car that I was like not wanting to hit. So heading home now, I'm gonna do some more swatting with my studying and stuff, more inspections, coupling, uncoupling, all that fun stuff. So yeah, we'll see what Monday brings. Okay guys, so I just got off the bus and almost home, and I feel really emotional, and I think I've realised that like this place since moving here has given me such a sense of like community and like belonging, and it's like one big family, and it really like took away my homesickness for a while, you know, like I was really struggling missing home. It really helped me to feel like I had a proper community and a family and people behind me that supported me and, you know, are rooting for me. And just the reality has kicked in that like if I pass on Monday, which obviously I hope I do, it means that I'm not going there anymore, and I'm just really gonna miss everyone. Like I miss going in every day saying hey guys, like making jokes with everyone, like we've got really good banter, you know, and it just fills like such a void for me at the moment. It was just like something to look forward to every single day. It's just left me feeling quite isolated, I think, and I've realised that it's kind of like just me out on my own again now. I'm okay with that, obviously that's why I came here, like I came here by myself, but it's just difficult when you're sort of so familiar with something and there was a routine, and it's just a bit of a disruption to that, you know. Obviously I'm being very presumptuous because I'm assuming I'm going to pass on Monday, trying to be positive, but I guess worst case scenario, if I don't, then it's still a bonus because I get to see these guys again. So yeah, we shall see what happens. We'll see what Monday brings, and I'm just not going to worry about it because I can only control what I control. The rest is out of my hands, so we'll see what happens. I'm feeling fairly calm, so fingers crossed. Alright guys, I am gonna head home and cook some dinner, and then I'm probably just gonna study, so yeah. So we're in the yard, we're just doing backing right now, and I'm actually getting it today. This is like the first proper day that I feel like I'm really understanding like 90 degrees, 45 degrees. Like I was okay with straight backing, but offset 90 and 45 we need to do, so yeah, but it's going really well. Okay guys, good afternoon. Don't judge me, I look like absolute crap, but I've been out in the sun in a dusty yard all day doing backing non-stop since 8 in the morning, and it is now 5 p.m, so I'm tired. Yeah, what an interesting day. So today was my last official time in the truck before my test on Monday, so it's Friday, test is on Monday, and now I feel good, now I feel ready. I just have to perfect some of my inspections because some of the inspections I get a little bit rusty with and I forget like a keyword or something. Overall, I feel okay. A little bit nervous, trying not to think about it, and I'm just gonna give in to fate and see what happens. Like when I was in England doing my test, I really overthought it, and you know, I just put way too much pressure on myself. So I'm trying to take a different approach this time and just let it be, and whatever happens, happens. Anyway, it's 5 p.m, I need to cook some dinner, and then I'm going to study for the rest of the night. Working at Tim Hortons tomorrow from 6:30 a.m. till 2:30 p.m, and then again when I get home, I'm going to be studying all night. Probably not going to sleep tomorrow night, but that's okay. I just want to get this thing over and done with at this point. So yeah, it's been a long journey, guys, that's for sure. So hopefully Monday's going to be the end of it, but we'll see what happens. All right, I need to go make food. Good morning guys, it is Sunday the 28th of July. Wait, May, June. Is it July? I think it's July. The only information I can retain in my memory at the moment is tractor protection valves, PSI, push rod stroke limit, and all this fun stuff. It's about 5:50 in the morning. I have to be at Tim Hortons today until 2:30 p.m, and then I'm going to go ahead and study for the rest of the day. I'm feeling quite calm, to be honest, because I'm just thinking, you know, it is what it is. I can control the outcome to a certain degree, but then the rest of it's just down to the look of the day, like the examiner you have, the questions you get asked, the situation out on the road. Do you know what I mean? It's just completely random, so I'm not really going to sweat it too much. I'm going to work hard today, try and focus on work. On my break time, I've got my study materials because there's a lot of different things to study with the AZ license as well as driving. The full test itself is about an hour and a half. Only about 25 minutes to 30 minutes of that is actual on-road driving. The rest is comprised of inspections, coupling, uncoupling procedure, backing, and actual driving. So I'm trying to just not get myself worked up like last time, because that clearly didn't help. And yeah, I need to have faith in my ability. I need to have faith in the fact that I know what I'm doing. I'm a safe and competent driver. No one's allowed to refer to it anymore as a test. It's a demonstration. I do find that the way you approach things mentally makes all the difference. I'm going to try and learn from my mistakes in England, not get myself all worked up and stressed out. Because the problem is, nerves don't do anything to help. You get nervous in these situations because it's like fight or flight or whatever, but they don't actually help you in any way. Like, if anything, it makes stuff worse. Because for me personally, when I get stressed or anxious, I just go into freeze mode, the most useless of the fight, flight, freeze, whatever it is, and I get bloody freeze. You know, I tend to just go blank, and you know, and then I get more anxious. Like, how is this helpful? How is this helpful? Thank you so much. And at the end of the day, I get to drive a truck again tomorrow, and that's what I love most. So I'm not mad about that. All right, guys. I will see you after work for a spot of studying. So I'm going to probably spend about 4 hours cleaning today, and in the meantime I can sort of study, so it works out perfectly. So I've still got some air brakes, inspections and coupling and uncoupling to practice, because you can't miss some of the really key words, otherwise you can get dinged, as my instructor calls it. Like, you can get a point against you. You're allowed 30 points in total, but ideally you don't want to get any. You want to try and keep your points down as much as possible. I've decided that I need to set myself up for the day. I need to give myself some brain food, some brain energy. So I'm heading to my favourite place, Heal, to get a smoothie and like a breakfast bowl, and to get my brain in gear, because I'm going to need all the help I can get tomorrow. Anyway, let's go get breakfast, guys. I love this place, it is such a vibe. Look at this. I should have brought my study material here. My Heal, it's like a lion's mane, oat protein, I don't know, pea protein, something or other with sea moss gel and peanut butter, and it's just supposed to be really good for brain power, which I need. And I also got a smoothie bowl which has like spirulina and some granola and some fruit and coconut and all of this good stuff. So hopefully I'm giving myself a fighting chance of doing well tomorrow. But I don't think any amount of smoothie or smoothie bowls is going to help me pass. It's going to be about studying and knowledge. So, wow, this is actually amazing. Like, I only got it because it's good for me, but it tastes really nice. It tastes like cookies. It's really good. I highly recommend Heal. Right, smoothie bowl, come on. Help me pass my test. Give my brain the power it needs to function properly. When I returned home from work that night, I got to studying, because I knew this would be my last chance to cram all my inspections, get all the keywords and all of the sequences for the air brakes down packed. Okay guys, so it's the night before my road test tomorrow. I've been trying to study and cram as much in today as I can, mostly honestly just of air brakes, because there's 5 different possible air brake checks and they're done in such a specific order that I sometimes worry I'm going to forget what to do when, like when to push a certain brake or when to depress the surface brake, when to turn your engine on and off. I'm just kind of getting a bit nervous I'm going to forget. But then I'm trying to think that it's only one of 5 questions. Like, you have to know all 5, but you're only asked 1. So I'm trying not to think about it too much. And just a note for all you people who are saying that if I've passed it in the UK, then I'll breeze it here. I completely disagree with you. I appreciate the support, don't get me wrong, but it is so much more complicated over in Canada. Like, in England, right, you do coupling and uncoupling. You just do it. You just uncouple the trailer. You don't have to say anything. You just drive the trailer out, bring it back in, couple it back up again. It takes 5 minutes. Here, I've written 3 pages of notes of things that you have to remember to say and point out in a specific order and do this and do that. And I'm like, how is it easier? How is it easier over here? I don't get it. The driving maybe, because the driving portion is 25 minutes to 30 minutes as opposed to an hour like it is in England, which I get. But all the other stuff, the inspections, the Schedule 1, the in-cab, the coupling uncoupling procedure, the backing, like, I'm not understanding which part of this is easier than the UK. I'm gonna do a whole different video on the differences between passing in the UK and Canada, because I've had completely polarizing experiences, such different experiences. Anyway, we'll see what tomorrow brings. I'm gonna just switch off for today, because honestly, my brain feels frazzled and I'm panicking that I'm gonna forget stuff. But it's because I'm overworking my brain and I'm getting anxious. Like, I need to just relax and not even think about it and just see what happens in the morning. Then I might be in with a fighting chance of passing this time, so we'll see what tomorrow brings and I will let you guys know. I don't know if I'm gonna film much in the morning, because I'm just honestly gonna be like tunnel vision, test, get it done, and I'm up at 4 AM, so that's gonna be fun. I bought a green juice, I bought salad, all that to try and fuel my brain. I've taken all my vitamins and my friggin' whatever it is, fish cod liver oil, magnesium, vitamin B12, D, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. See what happens. Signing off for the night, guys. I'll let you know how it goes. And hopefully we're celebrating, because I'm ready to drink a beer. Alright guys, good morning. Today is the day. I have to be super quiet because it's about 5 in the morning. I've been up since about 2:30. I've had about 4.5 hours sleep, which is good considering it's the day of my driving test. That's actually quite a lot of sleep. I've done some last minute revision let's just go and see what happens. So I guess the next clip you'll probably see is the result of what happens. Wish me luck, guys. I'll see you later. Oh my god, I can't believe what's just happened. I've just got back from my MTO road test in Hamilton and I've just passed. I'm so surprised. I'm so lost for words right now. I can't believe I've done it. First try in Canada. I can't believe it. I'm in absolute shock and I'm pretty lost for words right now. I've been up since 2:30 in the morning. I couldn't sleep. I look like crap because it's hot as all hell and I was really stressed, but I've done it. It was the hardest thing, one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life, and I'm so glad. I am so relieved, but I can't quite believe it, so I think it's going to take me a little minute to decompress. Lots of adrenaline happening right now, and I think I'm just going to take a nap. But yeah, I've done it. I've finally done it. Oh my god. What a journey we've been on, you guys. It feels like 5 minutes ago since I was back home, working 2 jobs 7 days a week while studying for my HGV test, experiencing 3 crushing failures before finally passing on my 4th attempt 1 week before moving alone from England to Canada. This move was such a huge change and it really did shape me as a person. I can't say it's always been easy and I've worked really hard to get where I am. Living abroad alone is an ever-changing roller coaster of emotions, but has it been worth it? Absolutely. Celebrating with tacos! What an amazing day. Finally passed my test. Still can't believe it. It still feels so surreal. When I had a nap earlier, I woke up and I thought I dreamt that I'd passed and I thought I had to still do the test. So I got this like wave of fear. And then I was like, oh, hang on, no, I actually have passed. It's okay. It was the weirdest feeling ever. So I can really try to relax and unwind now. We'll see what happens, but that's definitely going to be the next step, is trying to get someone to hire me. So, night guys, thank you for following along with me. And we'll see what happens next, huh? Okay guys, absolute crazy turn of events this afternoon. So I picked my car up for a job interview on Wednesday. Everything is great. I love my life. Let's see how it all goes. So guys, today was the day. We are celebrating in Port Credit. And somebody is a very bad influence and wants me to drink more tequila than I'm prepared for. That's more than enough for me. Yeah, but I'm a truck driver, I prefer beer, so.
Truck driver today? She's been a truck driver like all of like 3 hours.
No, I was a truck driver out of the UK. Now I'm just a Canadian truck driver. Say Bath.
No, it's Bath.
It's Bath. It's Bath.
She doesn't like the fact that I sound educated.
She's from the posh part. Just ignore her, okay? It's fine. Ready?
Yes. You didn't give me any chance.
I was like, yeah, but
it's
not a picture, it's a video. You have to. Oh wow, that's so awkward.